We're coming up on a realtor's favorite time of year. There is a gold mine sitting in the March and April market, and most agents are seemingly walking right over it because they don't have the tools to dig up the gold. So by the end of this episode, we are going to have clear, actionable plans to maximize your productivity and capture this seasonal surge of motivated buyers and sellers, because many agents treat every month all the same, failing to realize that there is a psychology to that spring seller that is fundamentally different. And missing out on that is to miss out on the biggest inventory window of the year. So John Schuchman dives deep into the specific strategies for prospecting expired listings, nurturing warm leads, and using social media to dominate this springtime market.
Welcome to the Real Estate Survival Guide, the show that teaches realtors how to create a thriving real estate business.
What is up, guys? Great to have you here. Hope you're having an awesome Friday and excited to jump into the podcast with you today. So I wanted to do something today as I thought about it. I feel like going all the way back to September, we've kind of had series after series from like Wolfpack lessons to like lessons for 2025, and then a few, lessons from the Eagles. This one's a little one-off, and then we'll get into some stuff in April here. But I really want you guys to focus, because I believe that as we get into Q2, it's crazy to even say that, January, February, March, we are, basically 25% of the way through the year as we close out. Monday is the end of March. And I want to talk to you about March and April and, the opportunity in the market, right? Spring is already known as the busiest season in real estate. But this specific season right now, end of March going into April, can be an incredible opportunity. And so in this episode, I want to break down why this time is so powerful. And I really want you guys to have the knowledge. And I want you to understand that March and April is an absolute gold mine. And now is the time for you to grow your business. So you may know this, you may not, you probably should, but spring is like the best season in real estate. Right now, March, April, there's a huge window of opportunity, right? Now, here's the thing. Our clients are out there. If you Google when is the best time to buy a home, it will say the spring market. And our clients are researching this on the internet, thinking that it's the best time, right? End of March, early April. And so there is a huge window of opportunity for you. And most agents are not capitalizing on it the way you should. So in this episode, I want to break down what makes this time so valuable, how you can leverage it for more deals, and why you should be doubling down as we close out March, start April on your efforts. So in March and April, because of that research that I shared, it's a busy time to buy and sell. Sellers are preparing to list. Many sellers want to get their homes ready to list before this massive April and May that's coming, meaning this end of March, early April is prime listing season. So if you've been talking to potential sellers, now is the time to push them to list. Now, again, I say push them, and I don't really mean it that way. I don't want you like begging people to sell a home, but if there's been people that have thought about it, now is the time to do what, guys? Follow up with them, right? Many buyers as well are highly motivated, earlier in the year. They've been waiting on inventory. They are all about to get their tax refunds coming back if they haven't already. So when they do that, that's an opportunity for first-time home buyers if they get, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 back on their taxes. The longer buyers wait, right, the more competitive it can become. And so now is the time to have your buyers lock in a deal. So the other part of this is the competition is warming up, but it's going to be super hot this summer. And so it's time to get ahead. Many agents are still shaking off the slow winter months, aren't in full gear. And so this will be the moment for you right now, to outwork your competition. I want you to be ramping up your lead generation, your marketing, and your follow-ups, right? So here's a few ideas for that, right? You could host a spring market webinar on Facebook Live or Zoom or whatever to get people back into thinking about buying or selling. March Madness started last weekend. I've recommended some to run a March Madness real estate campaign. You can offer fun giveaways for people who refer people this month or things like this. And as always, crank up social media. So share behind the scenes, guys. I've talked about this so much. So behind the scenes, showing tours, client success stories, educational content on why now is the prime time to buy or sell. This week, this month is a great place to start if you have not been doing social media, right? This extra exposure that you set yourself up for will lead to more listings, more exposure, and will position you as the go-to agent. So inventory is starting, right? Many homes coming on the market each week, giving you more opportunities for listings. If you don't have tons of listings, right? With permission, borrow someone else's and promote them on social media, right? We've talked about that. You can always do that with any of my listings. Get aggressive on social media. Share client wins. Share when you have contracts that are being signed. Share the behind the scenes of the deals and what you're doing. And build relationships now. I see a ton of for sale by owners. I see a ton of expired listings. Many need agents now, and they need better agents. And so I want you to start building those relationships here as we close out March and get into April. So I firmly believe, guys, that this time can be crucial in your business. It can be like a gold rush for realtors, but only for those of you who take action. So, like I said, I want you to be doing those things with the competition heating up, with more serious buyers and sellers entering the market. And again, you want to be that go-to listing agent. So do those things, but I also want you to do these 3 takeaways, okay? Follow up with every single lead you've talked to since January, okay? A lot of them were waiting for the snow to melt and all the things. They are serious now, and sellers are ready to go, so do not let them slip through the cracks. So many of you have a CRM that you do not use, right? Now is the time to make sure it is geared up and ready to go. Do not let these people forget about you. Number 2, I want you to be super active on social media. Show your audience that you're working, that homes are selling, and that you're the right agent to talk to. Now, again, some of you cannot be as vocal on social media, and we've talked about that, okay? You still can be active in the DMs, in the messages with people. Show your audience that you are doing the work and that you are the go-to agent. And I want you to go all in this month as we close out March and enter April, all in on prospecting and growing your business as we close out March and get into April. If you can do that for the next 5 weeks, I'm telling you, you will absolutely crush it in April, May, June, July, if you are putting in that work now. So I hope this is helpful for you. I really wanted to focus, for a little bit on why March is really the gold mine for realtors, right? And March and April and what you can do about it. And so if you found this helpful, please share this episode with a friend who needs to hear it. Appreciate you guys for listening. And I will see you guys next time on the Real Estate Survival Guide. Go crush it as we close out March and get into April. If you guys ever need anything, shoot me a message and I would love to talk to you. I'll talk to you guys soon, and we'll see you on the episode next week.
You've just got the roadmap for what you should be doing right now to unlock the March and April surge, from psychology to specific lead gen scripts. Don't let these busiest months of the year pass you by while you're still getting ready to get going, okay? Open your CRM today and tag every single warm lead for a specific spring market outreach. You do that, you make that effort, the future you 90 days from now will be very happy with you.